So I see you've been playing the lottery.
Well, thanks to our friends' Thanksgiving/Christmas party. Yes,
Okay.
one was a dud, and one won $1.
So are you addicted?
Well, I'll let you answer that.
Yep. He's got, oh my gosh, I've never seen so many scratch-offs in one place before. So one of the times that I got a scratch-off was on St. Patrick's Day from my first employer.
Really?
And it was the day that I quit my job that I put in my 2-week notice.
Really?
Yeah. And HR was walking around giving everyone these scratch-off tickets that are like themed with St. Patrick's Day on
This
it.
was Eagle?
Yeah.
Oh, why?
And I was literally giving my 2-week notice when they were walking around giving these things out. So I come back and I found out everyone else has a scratch-off ticket, and I was kind of bummed.
Hold up.
Because
I
I'm
didn't
not
get
going to go
one.
out and buy a scratch-off ticket, but if I can get one for free from my employer, then I'll take that. So they went out to the shop, handed all these things out, and then one of the HR ladies came back in, and I was just like, so I didn't get one. And she's like, oh, yeah, here you go. And so I took it and scratched it off, and I won $10
$10.
on the day that I quit my job.
Wow.
Not bad. So can't get enough of those scratch-off tickets now.
What I wonder is there a time limit on when it has to be turned in by to get the
I don't
money,
know.
or can
There's
you?
probably have you read the small text?
No,
Okay.
because the reason I ask is this is so dumb of me, but
Do you have another one?
I have one that is in my car that pretty old. But the reason I got it, it wasn't even mine. Also my
It
job.
wasn't yours.
No, let me just explain. It was when I was working at Windscapes. It was for a Christmas party, and like everybody in the company got one. So I scratched mine off. This was the first time in my life I'd ever scratched a lottery ticket off. So I genuinely was like, I don't even know what I'm looking
Your
for.
heartbeat was going real fast.
Yeah, well, it definitely was. I was like, I could win 10 grand. I was like, I see why people get addicted to these. The adrenaline rush, dopamine, man. But I'm scratching off. I have no idea what I'm looking for. And I turned to my coworker. I was like, buddy, like,
I was homeschooled. How does this work?
I was like, what am I looking at here? And he's like, oh, okay, let's see. Nothing there. Oh, whoa, you did win. And so at this point, I was like, oh my gosh. And he's like, oh, shoot. No, sorry, I misread that. And he had already scratched his whole thing off, and he had won like $5 or $10 or something. So then he felt really bad, and he was like, Here, I'll give you mine. I feel so bad for leading you on that you won.
Oh my gosh.
So it's his.
It's his, and you still haven't taken care of it?
I never took it into the. I mean, part of the thing is I assume you
don't know
just
where
take
to
it
do
to a
it.
gas station.
Well, you
that
could,
sells
yeah.
lottery, right?
You can also go to Meyer.
Oh,
Yeah.
my gosh,
The
I
one time I
would
did
have
that-
totally done that.
Yeah, just the Meyer in Westville. You just go in there and say, "Hey, I won the lottery." So
Okay.
and they'll pay it out right there.
Yeah, I'll read the fine print and see what it says.
Yeah, it's kind of a risque. Risque? Nah, I don't know if that's the right term.
I don't think so.
Risque episode for homeschoolers.
No, yeah.
Talking about. Yep. Okay.
Hello.
I'll do some
Isabel got back.
thesaurus reading tonight.
Yeah.
See if I can find the right term. Hello.
Hi.
Wow, that's a puffy coat. Also, these are delicious cookies.
Oh, just having them.
Yeah.
Eat them up.
Well, this is my second one.
Yeah, he's going ham on him, honestly.
I literally brought a cookie from small group and asked Josiah, I was like, you want a cookie? And he's like, I was just going to ask you if you wanted cookies. So I haven't gotten him to eat my cookie yet, but I've eaten 2 of his.
Yeah. You probably don't want to eat it on the podcast.
Oh yeah, we're very careful not to be chewing.
No smacking sounds.
Yeah.
At least I don't think.
Yeah.
There's soup over there.
Okay, so the last episode that we posted was about the half marathon, which happened right before baby Mac was born,
Yes.
like the week before. And I guess the episode before that, we talked about your bike ride with Benjamin, which was after baby Mac was born.
Yes.
But I haven't talked about much since he was born, and so mostly it's just small anecdotes about interactions between Oliver and Mac. It hasn't even, Mac isn't interacting with Oliver.
Clearly.
But it's been super cute to see Oliver interacting because he just loves having baby Mac around. It's just so fun. He just calls him baby Mac all the time.
Oh.
Like he'll get up in the morning and then he goes, "Where baby Mac?" And I'm like, "Well, he's downstairs with mom." He goes, "Oh, sleeping?" And I was like, "I don't know, maybe." He goes, "Oh, okay." Like tonight we were at small group and he goes, "Dad, Dad," and I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "That my brother." I was just like, "Yeah, he is, isn't he?"
That my brother.
He's just so cute. And then there was one time I was feeding Mac with a bottle, and Oliver has his cup of milk.
Oh,
and
is he trying to give?
He's taking sips of this, and then he goes, "Oh, Dad!" And he goes, "Cheers, baby Mac!"
Cheers, baby Mac.
And then he just holds it up, and he tinks the bottle. And he goes, "Cheers!"
I taught him cheers.
I don't know if you did.
I genuinely did. He was like, gosh, just like to the point where you could be teaching him stuff,
Okay,
like
well, he
maybe
does it-
1.5
He does it all
or
the
something.
time. It's pretty funny.
And I definitely taught him cheers.
Yeah, we were at Advent Soup Supper the other night at church, and he and I were on opposite ends of the table, and there were several other parishioners at our table, and Oliver's just eating his soup, and then he goes, "Dad, cheers!" And he just holds up his spoon, and so I take my spoon. And, yeah.
You can't cheers a spoon, bud.
Oh, well, we cheers the spoons.
Okay.
So he and I cheers our spoons, and everyone at the table thought it was adorable. Let's see. Oh, also, I've been like kind of blown away by how much Oliver's memory has been developing.
Really?
Yeah, it's been like pretty funny to see and hear, because there's been so many times where like you say something to him and he just like totally forgets it a few minutes later. Well, there was one night I was picking up Oliver from our parents' house, and he and I were gonna go. I needed to get some paint at Menards, and so I said, "All right, let's go." And he didn't want to go. He's like, I want to stay at Nana and Papa's." And I was like, "Do you want to go to the hardware with Dad and get some paint?" And he goes, "Yeah." And so we get in a car and we're driving, and then when we get to Menards, we go inside and he goes, "Where paint?" And like we hadn't talked about paint at all, and he remembered it like 10 minutes later. He goes, "Where paint?" And I was like, "I don't know, it's probably in the back." He goes, "Paint, paint." It was cracking me up. I could not believe it. So we get the paint, and then we get home, and like again, it's like another 10-minute drive, but I had like a bunch of stuff that I was carrying in. I did not have the paint, but I bring Oliver in, and then he goes, "Mom, wait, Dad, where paint?" And I was like, "It's out in the car. Hold on, let me go get it." And so I get the paint, and then he takes the paint, and he has to show Mom the paint, and he's like not even 2.5 yet, and it's just
so fun how he wants to participate in all the stuff as long as you frame it correctly.
Yes.
Then he wants to
I
participate.
have to reframe like everything nowadays.
Yeah.
I literally had to do this on Saturday because Bailey was taking a nap with baby Mac. Oliver had just taken a nap, so I got him up, and I told him, I was like, we need to be really quiet for Mom and baby Mac, okay? He's like, okay. So we come downstairs, we go into the kitchen, close the door, and then I'm like trying to do some dishes, and Oliver loves doing dishes.
He loves doing dishes.
Right now, yeah.
Wow.
But we have to like take all his clothes off so that he doesn't get everything soaked. So we do that, and then I say to him, Oliver, do you want to surprise Mom? He goes, yeah. I was like, do you want to make Mom super happy? He's like, yeah.
Oh, you told me this, yeah.
I was like, okay, we're gonna take a bath, which he doesn't like. He doesn't like baths.
Yeah.
And he just kind of pauses, and I was like, do you want to make Mom super happy? He goes, yeah, bath. And I was like, yeah. So then we were just talking about the bath, and we got the water going, and he put his toys in there, and he was like all psyched to go. You just got to reframe.
Yeah.
Just got to reframe.
Reframe so that they want to do it.
Yeah. But last thing about Oliver and baby Mac is that he's been really sweet about telling baby Mac good night
Aw.
before bed. And so he'll like give him a little kiss on the top of his head. And then he takes his head and he just lays it on baby Mac's tummy.
Like a little hug almost.
Yep. And then he turns around and he goes upstairs. But there was one night recently where he lays his head on baby Mac's stomach and then picks it up and then just goes, sweet dreams, baby Mac, and then turns around and goes, and he's never said that to anyone before. And it was just so cute.
Surely you guys have said it to him, though.
Yeah.
So for him to say that to somebody else.
Yeah, it was so cute.
Wow. Adorable.
Yeah.
Well, you were going out to Menards to get paint. I was going out to AutoZone for... Do you know what I was going out for?
WD-40.
No.
Okay.
You would...
A headlight.
A headlight.
You got a headlight?
I got a headlight.
Okay, is it replaced?
Yeah.
All right.
I did it right in the parking lot.
Good for you.
Yeah. It was just, sun's going down pretty early these days. Isabel's doing a lot of driving in the night.
Good call.
So I wanted to get that fixed.
Yeah.
But honestly, I confuse AutoZone and Advance Auto all the time. I actually think it was Advance Auto. I think that's where I went. But I had a receipt, which I'd kept in the car for...
With your lottery ticket?
With the lottery ticket. Different compartments, though.
Okay.
I had bought the last headlight I had bought from them. It has on the receipt 1-year warranty. And I was like, holy cow. I was like, these lights, every time I replace them, they go out before a year.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm only buying lights from them now. Because I brought the light in, and they gave me a free one.
Nice.
But the fun little part of the story is I got the light, I went out, and it was a light where... I don't know, there's like this air venting thing where air that is coming into the grill gets like funneled over to this, I don't know cars.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
This big plastic thing
It's probably just
that
the air
redirects. Yeah, the air intake. So there's like these little, they're not screws, they're like plastic. I don't know what they call them. Yeah, that's what they're called, rivets. I had previously broken one of them. So I've been running with one rivet for quite some time.
Yeah.
So I took the one rivet out, moved the plastic thing over, and I laid the rivet like right by the latch for the hood, and then went in, got the light, brought it out, replaced it, put the plastic shield thing back in place, went to find my rivet, and it was just gone. So I was like, did the wind blow it like into the engine? So I'm like using my phone flashlight, nowhere down there. Did it like fall through the engine? Is it on the ground? Not on the ground. I was like, this freaking rivet up and walked away while it's
Yeah.
in the store. Either that or somebody grabbed it. Because rivets, they are very, very valuable. So I walked back into the store and I was like, well, I fixed one problem and caused another. Do you have any of, I didn't know what to call them at the time. But they're like, oh, yeah, they're probably down there. Boy, there are a lot of different rivets on the market.
Good.
Oh, my word.
You had no idea what
There's
you needed.
a million different rivets out there. And like most of them are brand specific. So it's like Nissan back fender this, Honda this, Subaru. I couldn't find a single Subaru like air intake rivet. I found multiple Subaru other fender things and whatnot. So then at that point it was like, okay, well maybe I should just use a rivet that actually looks like it's the same. Like from what I remember it looks like, because I don't have anything to match it to. But what I remember it looks like would be close to this. So the guy let me like take one of these out, try that. I tried like 4 different rivets until until
you kept opening packages.
Yeah, well, he let me do it.
Holy cow.
I mean, he was opening packages for me, and
Wow.
I would just take one at a time and went out until I finally found one that I was like, okay, this is not the particular rivet, but at least I can get it in.
It works.
And I think it's going to hold it tight just fine. Yeah. So then I had to buy the rivet package. $5.49.
Right. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Just because that one rivet.
Net, I
off.
was $12 up because the light would have been $17. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Not too bad at all.
Not bad.
But, yeah.
Yeah.
The other time, this was actually over the summer, but I went into the AutoZone, which is right across the street in Sunbury, because at the time I was having all these electrical battery issues with the Honda, and I'd seen that they would charge a battery for free, and I was like, sweet. So I didn't have the Honda with me. I was driving the truck at the time, but I'd got the Honda battery, and I dropped it off the night before. And they said they would hook it up and it'd be like ready to pick up by the morning. So I was like, sweet. So I went back in. They called me that it was ready. I went back in the next morning, and I had like the little receipt that they'd printed out that I was to give them to get my battery back. The guy, he looks at the receipt and he said, okay, I'll be back. So he kind of hobbles into the back. And he's gone back there for like an uncomfortably long amount of time. So then I kind of like walk along the desk where I can like see where the sound is kind of coming from.
Yeah.
And there's a big old pallet of batteries.
Oh, really?
And he's moving batteries around. He comes back to the desk and he's like, I gotta be honest, I don't know where that battery went. I was like, I freaking took my battery to
Really?
AutoZone and they freaking lost it? What the heck? So then somebody else comes over and looks at the receipt and they're like, well, you dropped it off at 6 o'clock? Well, it's got to be here. We haven't had anybody come and take our batteries away or anything, so it's either with the crap batteries or it's still on the charger or something. So then 2 guys are back there looking for it. Can't find
battery.
it.
For a massive 12-volt battery.
And then the original guy ends up calling me back. So
you can look for your battery.
I can look for my battery.
You're like, do I just get a discount?
I've gone to
no, you said it's free.
I've gone to the back of I'm like behind the desk now. I'm in the employees only section looking at this pallet of stacked batteries. He's like, you remember what kind of battery you got? I was like, dude, I have no idea what battery I have. I was like, I'm looking at 100 different batteries and I'm supposed to pick out my grimy battery from that? I have no clue. And he's like, well, you got side terminals or on top terminals? I was like, it was on top. I do know that. It was top terminals. So it ended up not being in that grouping at all. The other guy found it somewhere else.
It ended up being at Advanced Auto Parts.
yeah, they shipped it across the street. But I just thought that was so funny. For a second there, I was like, they know that I dropped my battery off here. Like the only way
they're
that
just gonna give me a free battery.
I was like, I hope they give me a brand new battery. I was like, that'd be a sweet turnaround.
Yeah.
But yeah, they ended up finding it. So
well, bummer.
yeah. So that's the Sunbury Auto Parts stores for you.
Yeah.
Losing batteries and popping rivet boxes open
Popping
like crazy
rivets.
to get me the right rivets.
Yeah.
But yep.
Yeah.
It's
Did
like
you
small town. We live in small town Sunbury.
Yeah.
I like it.
small town USA?
Yep. Yeah, because it's funny. Well, actually, here's another fun little thing. At Kroger, right down the street from the auto parts stores,
Yeah.
me and Isabel were walking out, and we hear. I was like, and I look over towards the gas station. There literally was an accident at the gas station.
Oh no.
Some guy just like, I don't know where he was looking, but he cut a corner way too sharp and hit somebody else. And as we were pulling out, like obviously me and his mom were like eyes glued. We were like, what's going on in our town?
Oh my gosh.
And it was like a high school kid. I was like, oh poor
man.
kid. Got to learn your lessons, but boy, that's a rough way to learn them.
Yeah.
But
And then the whole gas station went up in flames.
it just like broke some plastic, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, any little thing that happens in our town, we are eyes glued.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, we live on a one-way street, but occasionally people don't realize it's a one-way.
Oh boy.
And they'll turn out from the side street and go up the wrong way. And this semi-recently happened. We see a truck pull out the wrong way, and I was like, "Oh shoot! That truck's going the wrong way." Both me and Isabel run out onto the porch, and we just wanted to see what would happen. And the truck just ended up going all the way up the street, and then like realized they were going the wrong way, and then they just turned around and went back. Like literally, not interesting at all. But
No big deal.
But to us, somebody goes the wrong way on our street. We want to see what happens.
Yeah, just wait until a tornado comes to town. You guys will be the first ones out there taking a look. All right. Leave us a 5-star review on all the podcast places. Leave us a comment on our YouTube. Subscribe, because we are still stuck at 13 subscribers. So please get us out of that unlucky number.
15. Please.
Get us to 14 or 15. Anything else, Josiah?
No,
Okay.
nothing else.
Well,
Cheers.